What is up, guys? This is Figures Unveiled, and welcome to my channel. And today we're going to do a little bit of a collection tour of what I currently own as of the moment. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So right in front of me is the DX09 from the Dark Knight film, and this is my first Christian Bale Batman Hot Toys figure collectibles. This is the figure that I decided that I want to start collecting Batman figures. And also, he's sitting on the Batpod by Hot Toys as well. This is probably one of the best Hot Toys integration when it comes to the when it comes to the vehicles of 1/6 scale. They capture the likeness and the engineering details of the bike, and I really like the dirt and grind on the wheels. And yeah, and I have the Christian Bale DX09 with a custom wired cape to give him a little bit of a dynamic pose. What I don't like about this figure is it doesn't have the split cut boot design. And sitting on my left is the improvement version of the DX09, which is the DX12. Now, I got him on a position or posing of using the Christian Bale head sculpt. I really love the head sculpt on this one. I still don't have the DX19, but I'm planning to get one just to compare it and maybe create a review video on this one. Now, what I really like about this one is the head sculpt and the body proportions. Hot Toys kind of nailed it on this one, and they have the split cut boot design so that I can, do a little bit of a dynamic poses from time to time. And they have the DX regular base, which I'm not a fan of the lights, but pretty holds up. And I really like the diorama base of this one. So I gotta say that this figure is probably an 8 or 7 out of 10 for me. On the left side, we have the Joker from Inart. So this is the 2-pack rooted hair version. This is the one that I chose because I really like the likeness on this one. I don't know. There's something about the rooted hair that gives a little bit more of like bringing the figure into life. Whenever I'm staring at it on this figure, like sitting right in front of my face, I always thought that this is a great figure. This is a great release from Inart. This is kind of like a custom head sculpt that you would only get for a premium price that Inart gave us also on a premium price. But I would say that it's pretty worth it. The amount of accessories and then the amount of figure, the the rooted hair really nailed the part for me. This figure is my favorite figure in my entire collection. So I'll give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. And also on the left side is a recent version of the Joker, which is I'm really a fan of. The head sculpt, I would say, reduces the likeness a bit, but it's still Heath Ledger, so I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. But the proportions of this figure, and also the diorama base, if you don't have this figure, it has a real metal diorama base and it has a real wood diorama base. So you would enjoy posing this one, and if you have a Batman figure on your collection, you would also enjoy like doing a prison scene or whatsoever. It's up to you, but what I don't like about the diorama base is the magnetic part. Sometimes it falls off and sometimes it holds up. I'm a little bit surprised sometimes that it would actually fall off. But great figure overall, 9.5 out of 10 for the 2-pack version. Now on the bottom part of my shelf is the Justice League line. I don't have the full complete set yet, but I'm planning to complete them all. And right in front of me is the tactical suit version of Batman by Ben Affleck. Now Ben Affleck is probably one of my favorite live action Batman. And the way Hot Toys did this figure, I gotta say, is overall pretty impressive. It kind of reduces the likeness of Ben Affleck when it has the faceplate, and if you remove the goggles, that's why I choose to pose him with the goggles, because it kind of reduces the likeness when I remove it. I got him on a simple pose because the suit is not built for dynamic poses, but overall still a great figure. I like the suit design. Just kind of limits the articulation a little bit, but still a great figure. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. On the right side is the Henry Cavill Superman from the Nightmare 2-pack. It comes with the Nightmare Batman. And what I really love about this figure is the suit design or the suit color. I dig those metallic black and silver colors for Henry Cavill Superman. It kind of gives a little bit of a more godlike feature when it comes to this Kryptonian creature. I prefer this suit over the red and black any day on any night. But when it comes to the head sculpt, I think that's where you have a little bit of an issue. Because if you're going to look at it on the front side or in the front facing of the head sculpt, it kind of looks great. But if you change different angles, sometimes it looks a little bit off, but still a great figure for me. And on the right side of the Superman is the Cyborg, one of the most anticipated Hot Toys Justice League line figure. Now, they almost did not release this figure for some reason, but I'm so glad that they did. And this figure is my favorite from the Justice League line collection. I really like what they did on the suit details on this one. I don't envy Hot Toys, the one who did this, because the sculpting on this one is very spot on. The likeness is very spot on. I would say that this figure is almost a perfect figure. The way that they did this and the way they captured the likeness of the actor who did Cyborg, I would say that this figure is a 9 out of 10. I know that can be controversial, but hey, it's my channel, it's my opinion. It's a great figure and you can do a lot of dynamic poses with this guy. So if you don't have him, try to get him. It's really important if you're trying to complete the Justice League line. Now on the right side is one of my favorite figure for this year. It's the Robert Pattinson, the Batman from the Batman film. Now what I like about this figure is the amount of accessories that it comes with it. And also they captured the likeness of Robert Pattinson very perfectly. Now my only argument on this figure, my only issue is the torso or the body proportions. If you're looking right into it, they didn't capture the V-tape shape of Robert Pattinson on the film. And also the chest plate looks a little bit higher. And sometimes the suit kind of limits doing dynamic poses. But the head sculpt, I would say, is a great head sculpt by Hot Toys. On whatever angle you're looking at into it, it's pretty great. You can see the Robert Pattinson likeness without a doubt. So I would say this figure for me, for this year, it's one of the best Hot Toys releases. I'll give this figure a 9 out of 10. And what I also like about this is the diorama base that it comes with it. You can do a lot of design or positions that you want him to get into. And also the freakingly huge bat signal, which emanates a great light of the bat logo. So overall, I would say if you don't have this figure, try to get them. You're missing a lot. This is a great figure for me. And I'll give this figure overall, when it comes to accessories, on 9 out of 10. And yeah, there's nothing much I can say more into this. Just great, just a great figure. And moving in the lower part of my shelf is the Batman again by Ben Affleck or Batfleck. This is the BVS version of the suit of the cape and cowl. Now if you look at my figure, it has some flaking into it, but I'm doing a custom project for this one. I'm going to upgrade the suit. I'm going to remove the padding a little bit. But this figure is awesome because as you can see on my posing here, it doesn't really need much for him to look so menacing and to look so fearful. Now what I like about Ben Affleck's Batman is how he captures that Batman's fear for the criminals. And the way that this suit was designed, I would say is pretty spot on, and Hot Toys release is pretty great. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. I don't like the material of the suit, but it's still a great figure. Still holds up, and if you want to do a lot of poses, you can do a lot of poses in this one. So I would say still a great figure overall. And on the left side is my favorite film growing up. It is the Superman by none other than the legend Christopher Reeves. Now Hot Toys, this is an old figure, but it still holds up, especially that head sculpt. That is a great head sculpt for me. They captured the likeness, I would say almost close as a 10 likeness. Oh man, staring into this figure really gives me nostalgic feels whenever, because I grew up watching this film. So when I saw him in an actual scale figure, I told to my wife that I gotta get it. And the diorama base that comes with this one is perfect for the film, integration of the film, and also for a collectible. So this figure is a 9 out of 10 for me. I really love, and this is my favorite Superman figure, or super old Superman figure, I'd say. It's kind of like it's kind of like on the plastic side of figures, but you know, hey, still pretty holds up. This is an old figure. I am lucky to get him in a pristine condition. And on the left side is one of probably my least favorite figure on my collection. It's the Nightmare Batman. Now, what I don't like about this suit is kind of like kind of looks something that Batman would not wear, especially if they are fighting an evil version of Superman. The suit doesn't really make sense to me, so that's why I kind of don't like him. But if you're a fan of Batman, you should probably get one just to complete the whole set of Batman collectibles. But I would say still pretty great figure, but it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I don't like Batman holding the gun, but you know, I gotta use the accessories. That's why I chose this pose. But overall, still great figure. If you're trying to get one, please get one. And yeah, I think those are my collections. And if you enjoyed this video, please do a like and share. And then for more future content, subscribe. And see you guys on the next video.